Are you passionate about supporting independent filmmakers and local storytelling? Become a sponsor of the Oregon Indie Film Podcast, where we shine a spotlight on Oregon's thriving independent film community. Our listeners are filmmakers, film lovers, and creative professionals eager to discover local talent and stories. As a sponsor, your brand will reach an engaged, creative audience that values community and authentic storytelling. Join us in celebrating Oregon's indie film scene. Let's bring your brand into the spotlight. Ready to partner? Let's talk. Welcome to Oregon Indie Film, a video podcast that shines the light on Oregon's independent film industry. I'm your host, Dawn Sellers. I interview Oregon's independent filmmakers who offer insights into the creative process, challenges, and triumphs of making movies in Oregon. This episode features Logan Cannon, a full-time working actor, writer, and filmmaker. I finally caught up with Logan in between his many film projects to chat about those projects, his path to acting, his advice for actors, how networking in the local Portland film industry has helped him book so many gigs, and how he is helping others do the same. I hope you enjoy this episode with Logan Cannon. Hi, I'm here with Logan Cannon today. Welcome, Logan.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. How you doing, Doc?
Good. So I don't think we've ever worked together, but we've known each other for a while and worked with a lot of the same people.
Yep.
So let's just start off by having you tell us who you are and what you do.
All right.
Many things
Yes.
that you do. Yeah.
Many things. Well, I'm Logan Cannon. I am actor mainly. I do some writing and a little directing. I guess technically producing too, but mostly acting. It's my thing. And I've been doing that full time for 2.5 years now. I've done it part time off and on for years. Been acting since I was a little kid, went to college for it. But life has allowed me to do it as my main gig for the last 2.5 years. And it's been amazing. I'm having a great time.
Yeah. Lots of projects happening. Yeah. Where did you go to school?
I went to school at, when I went there, it was called Mesa State College. It's now Colorado Mesa University in Grand Junction.
That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah, beautiful spot. When I went there, it was a very well-respected and renowned theater school. It was ranked number 2 in the U.S. for acting and number 1 for technical theater. And it was the only school in the United States at the time that all of the faculty in the theater department had professional experience. So it was a neat place to go to learn how things actually worked in the business.
So are you from Colorado?
Yeah, I lived there moved there right before I turned 10, like 2 weeks before I turned 10. Lived there till I was 21. Before that, I lived outside Chicago.
And when did you come to Portland?
Boy, the first time was 2005. We weren't necessarily in Portland. We were in Corvallis. My partner was getting her master's degree there. So we lived there for a couple of years. Then we lived in Burbank, so I could go be an actor.
That was quite a switch, Corvallis to Burbank.
Yeah, so that was fun. Lived there for a while. It was expensive. It was difficult. And at that point in time, it was all in-person auditions. But to pay the bills, you got to have a full-time job. And when they call you at 9 a.m. and say, be there at noon, and you're at work, you can't just drop everything. So it was challenging. And we just enjoyed the Pacific Northwest more. So towards the end of 2000, I think it was 2011, we moved back up to Portland area. So been around ever since.
Yeah. Well, great. And I've heard rumor that you're a bladesmith.
I have, yes. I have made some knives. It's kind of a fun hobby of mine. It's nice I started doing it when I was working graveyard shift for police department in Vancouver, Washington. I was doing records, and I just needed something to do with my hands because all day, well, all night at that point, your brain's just going constantly, and you're reading through records, and you're redacting public records requests, you're running criminal histories and stuff. It's a lot of brain work. It's a lot of reading. So I wanted something just physical to do. And so I started making knives for fun. And yeah, it's been a blast. I've only sold a couple of them. Mostly I've just made them for friends and family. But
And prods, probably.
yes, yeah. Used them in a couple of films.
Yeah. Wow. So, police records department,
Yes.
a never-ending supply of stories.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's people would not believe the crazy things that happen all the time.
Yeah.
You rarely got through a night shift without somebody being naked in one of the calls. There's just crazy chases, people saying the strangest things. It was fun.
Yeah. Yes. I can hear a police procedural being written.
Yes.
So you said that you first knew that you wanted to be in film when you were a child.
Mhm.
So were you involved in theater in high school? And
Yeah. So from the time I could memorize lines, which was pretty young, I actually had trouble reading. I wasn't great at reading for a long time, but when I was really young, I was very good at memorizing things, probably because I wasn't very good at reading. And I loved being on stage. And my mom did all kinds of stuff with church musicals and stuff. So I was on stage at church and in community theater from when I was a little kid. And then in high school, actually, where I went to high school in Colorado, didn't have a theater program at all. Oh. So through high school, I did the community theater. And then my senior year of high school, I actually got permission from a neighboring town to do their theater program. So I would do most of my senior year of high school. I would end my day with honor choir, like our show choir. Mm-hmm. And then I'd drive 30 minutes to a neighboring town and I'd do their rehearsal for the play. And then I would drive home and have dinner and I would drive to downtown and do the community theater thing. So wow. I was doing as much as I could. Yeah. Loved it. And it was totally worth all the work and and now I do it all the time. So,
right. So that's really been your entire path has been, acting and then going to college for acting and then Burbank and then, So you're finding a lot of work in Portland though. So you're not a union actor, you're not SAG. Nope. And so you're kind of free to do all kinds of projects. All independent. Mm-hmm. Now, have you been able to land any roles on any of the bigger projects that come to Portland?
I have not any of the recent ones. Okay. And I mean, not even any of the old ones. When I first moved to Portland, I auditioned all the time for Grimm and Leverage and Librarians, and I never hit those auditions. I booked several commercials and stuff, but the series ones, I was not getting on it. And so far, since I've been acting again the last couple of years, because I had to take a break when I worked for the police department, I couldn't do any acting. Right. And so after that break, there's only been a couple of bigger productions up here. Yes. In the last few years. So I haven't necessarily booked any yet, but funny thing is, I've literally been playing 40-year-old characters since I was about 15, because I had a big beard and I just acted older than I was. And now I am in my 40s and I book a lot more, roles because I have the life experience, not just the look. Right. So I think that's really actually been a big advantage of finally being the age I've played forever. Yeah.
Well, and you have a pretty big commercial gig right now that we see regularly. I don't know if you can talk about that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, definitely. Good. Yeah, because it's great. I just, yesterday, when my husband and I were driving down 217, we saw 2 billboards back to back with you on them. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was a super fun gig.
Oh, it looks fun.
Yeah. And who knows, hopefully they'll have me back for some future campaigns. They're really liking it, but that's for Wolfers Home Services, is the company. And I am Chet Nishin. Yeah. So it's and I'm on the buses, I'm on billboards, the TV commercials.
Constantly on TV. Yeah. I mean, they must be doing well with the commercials because they keep playing them and the 2 billboards back to back. Yeah. I think it's probably been successful for them.
Yes. Yeah, I think so. And, it was a really fun shoot. It actually started off as I was just hired to do their web and mailing promo video and photo shoot. Mm-hmm. So it was no lines or anything. I was just a regular technician going to do house calls and then, doing photos of it and stuff. And the production company, Made by Thread is the name of the production company that did it. I really loved working with them. They really loved working with me, and the CEO of Wolfers was there for part of the day too, and we got along really well. And so they pitched me as the commercial guy as well. And so they came back to town because they're Made by Thread's actually not local at all, but they came back to town for the commercial shoot for a couple of days. And if you haven't seen the commercials, look them up online. But I got to dance in a tutu. I got to lose a spelling bee to a little girl. I got to bowl poorly. I actually got to bowl well too. The strike that's in the commercials, the strike.
Nice.
That was pretty good.
Not
too.
movie magic.
Exactly. But yeah, it was just that was a really fun project, and they're really pushing that character hard, and people are really enjoying it.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen the spelling bee one.
I don't think it's run yet. You can watch it on their YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
But it hasn't hit the actual TV yet.
Yeah.
So.
And so you have a lot of other projects right now too. I mean, I just interviewed Haven Garber about Getting Back.
Yeah.
Which will be a feature film. You guys have done the trailer, and that's out there now. Is that still fundraising? I think it's.
I think Haven is about to launch the post-production fundraiser part of it. If I remember correctly, last time I spoke to her, we did a pre-production fundraiser, which I believe was Haven's first one, and it did do great.
Yeah.
Which is always, fundraisers are hard. It's kind of its own thing. But we shot the film, and it's going to be a phenomenal film. I mean, the acting is great. The cameraman we had was fantastic. Our DP, John Meyer, who actually does the Portland Stumps. He runs the Portland Stumps screenings.
He does, and he's on my schedule to interview, so we'll have his interview coming up soon.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did a great job, and just the acting is phenomenal. Those kids, Haven's son River, and then his cousin was playing the older brother. They're phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, watching them on the dailies was just, whew. Yeah, they're gonna shine. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, and I think that's River's first big role too.
Yeah. He's had I think he did a couple of vertical shorts.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is his first starring role. I mean, he's 6. He's got plenty of time to do
Right. Yeah, and he had his trusty dog alongside it. So in the film. So.
Yeah, Cody, sweet dog.
Yeah, that's great. So yeah, that's coming up. But you guys have not filmed the feature yet.
We have filmed the feature.
Well, you have filmed it now. Okay,
feature's in the can. So it's being edited right now, and hoping by the end of the year to have it ready for festivals is the plan. And it's going great. Having John not only was the DP, he's also doing the editing. Mm-hmm. So he was shooting knowing what he needed to edit, and he was editing as we were going as well. Mm-hmm. So he's already well into the edit. So it's moving pretty quick. It's good.
Yeah, I think that's super helpful to have the DP also edit.
Yeah,
just seems like it. Yeah, it really saves a lot of time and. Because you can edit a lot while you're filming.
Yeah.
And then you have another project that I know about, the Van Damned premiere. That's coming up on August 9th at Alberta Abbey.
Yes.
So I'm excited to see that. I've seen the trailer for that, and that looks really fun. Yeah,
that one's is hilarious. I watched a rough cut of it about a month ago, and it is one of the funnier things I've seen in a long time.
It's a dark comedy, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. It's dark comedy. It's full of wacky characters. I play a Hollywood agent that's in disguise, Nako Nolan, and it is a fun romp. It's a fast, funny. It's just going to be a very entertaining film. And like you said, August 9th. It's at 7 p.m. We're going to start the show with Lincoln's Beard local bands. Going to do about a 45-minute set.
Thanks.
And then we're going to show the movie, which runs right around 90 minutes. I think it's like 87 or something. Mm-hmm. And it's just going to be a thrill ride of joy.
Yeah, and those tickets are available now.
Yes,
so
they are.
You can get those tickets now. It'll probably sell out, I think.
I would imagine. Yeah. So I will hop on there and secure a couple and bring a friend, tell a friend. support the local stuff. And that's all local. You got a local movie made by local people at a local venue that serves a lot of local food and drink with, a bunch of other local people hanging out.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat.
Yeah, it is. And then you just got back from Nebraska.
Yes.
Yes. That's an exciting project. I don't know a whole lot about that. I know a couple of other people that were involved, but tell us about Winters, Nebraska.
Winters, Nebraska. It's third film I've worked on from writer-director Eric Delavoye. First two were shorts, and this is his first feature. And it is a really emotional, powerful story about a young man who left his hometown of Winters, Nebraska, and it was supposed to just be for a basketball trip, but he met the love of his life, and he never came home. Mm-hmm. And now he's lost the love of his life, and he's coming back home to help take care of his ailing grandmother. So it's him coming home after a long absence, and his family doesn't necessarily all understand his reasons for leaving. And it's a really beautiful story. Eric did a great job with the script, and the cast is stellar. I was there for a short time. I'm a smaller character in it, but a very powerful scene with the main actor, Michael. And it's really, that movie's going to pull the heartstrings and really make people think in a good way about important issues. So.
Nice. And Eric is in Portland, right?
He is.
So this is really a Portland film, but just filmed in Nebraska because of the story.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's local Portland person, and a lot of the cast and crew are also from the Portland area. There's a few people from various other places that were brought in. I met him. He shot his first film, Cowboy Boots, here in Portland, and his second film, State Rep, here in Portland as well. And he's taken as much of the team along with him to shoot this one as well. They ended up paring it down. They were going to shoot some stuff in Portland and some stuff in San Francisco as well as Nebraska. But they ended up shooting basically all of it just in Nebraska and a little bit in Wyoming as well to kind of get the feel of the landscape where it was really necessary. And it is some beautiful cinematography on that one too. It's going to have striking visuals that really people don't think of Nebraska as beautiful.
No, I don't.
Yeah, but my goodness, you'll change your mind after you see some of the stuff they capture. It's the bluffs and the sunsets, and it's a beautiful place.
Yeah, I'm excited to find the beauty in Nebraska because I've not seen it when I've been through there.
Yeah, exactly.
And so are there any other projects right now that you're working on, or other than those three that I know about?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I've got, on the docket the next 2 months, I've got, I think, 6 short films coming up. There's several other features that I'm not sure when the release dates are coming out or anything, but I was in one called Killer Clown Girls.
Oh, right.
That's coming up. Was in one called Don. That's a modern day retelling of Don Quixote. And the visual effects are being finished up on that one. That's a Seattle-based crew on that one. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff coming up, a lot of things. I actually just today sent in my final cut for the 60-second film challenge for Real Laughs 2. That's coming up on July 21st. Little gathering. Real Laughs 1 was a lot of fun. Comedians interspersed with short films. And the second one he decided to do, Billy Caldwell, I think, is putting it together. He decided to do a 60-second film challenge. So you were given a prop, a character, and a line of dialogue. And you have to shoot a 60-second film. Wow,
that's challenging.
Yeah. So I did that with Jessica Geffen, who runs Soundstage Northwest. She helped me out with it. And it's a really fun one. So that's a little writing, directing, producing. Although it's 60 seconds, it's still quite a bit of work to put it all together. So, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, and will that be an in-person festival, or is that online?
Yeah, it's I can't remember the name of the venue, but you can look it up. Real Laughs on Facebook, and it's it's in person. It's at a restaurant bar in like their meeting space, and it's going to be Audience Choice Award for who has the best 60-second.
Oh, fun.
So that will be fun. And they'll still have the stand-up comedians. They'll have some longer format films, anything under 15 minutes. And yeah, so it should be a good time. It should be fun.
Yeah, that sounds really fun. And you write a lot too.
I do quite a bit. Yeah.
Are you an actor or voiceover talent in the Vancouver, Washington area looking for a professional space to record self-tape auditions or voiceover sessions? Welcome to the Soundstage, the Northwest's premier voiceover and self-tape audition studio. Our state-of-the-art Source Connect-enabled studio is perfect for auditions, demos, and client bookings, all at affordable rates. We offer workshops, classes, training, and more to help you elevate your career. Learn more about the Soundstage at thesoundstagenw.com.
Yeah. So
Read some of your comedic writing. It's very good.
Thank you. Yeah, I've written a few features. One that I'm really passionate about that actually Doug helped with my reading. Doug Sellers.
Yeah, that has
Your husband is called Dead West. It's a zombie western, and it's just a fun little action movie. I'm really passionate about that one. I started writing that one a million years ago. I finished it, and I would love to produce that, but that's a fairly decent-sized budget to make that one happen. Period piece and everything, a lot of effects. But I've also written, a lot of comedy shorts. This 60-second one, like I said, co-wrote with Jessica. I'm actually going to be shooting a follow-up film. I shot one last year called Vault with Ren Caldwell. I don't know if you've ever had a chance to work with Ren Caldwell.
I haven't.
They're great. Ren is fantastic. Fun person, good actor, great writer and director. So first film Vault was great. And this character, the main character in that one is a vlogger exploring this abandoned fort, runs into all these strange creatures. I play one of the creatures. Well, Ren decided to do follow-up film to that about one of the creatures, how it became the creature, how it went from a person to this creature. And I love that idea. And so I pitched Ren, hey, can I help write the story of my creature, how it became what it is? So we put that together. We're going to be filming that next month. So we'll have two little mini shorts about creatures that fit into the bigger Vault series short, which is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So let's talk about your challenges. What are the biggest challenges that you find as an actor? In Portland.
Well, it's for me, actually a huge challenge for me. It's not the best part of my personality is scheduling.
Yes.
It's so hard. So many things to keep track of. And because a lot of times these are smaller projects, the schedules change a lot. Mm-hmm. So I end up, 3 people want me on the same weekend for something. And it's I want to do them all so bad, So trying to work that out is really a challenge. The other thing is if it was, if I had to rely on it to pay all my bills and everything, it would be extremely challenging. Mm-hmm. I have support of my partner, so I don't have to carry the full load financially myself. That would be challenging. If that was the case, I would be probably doing side gigs, such as PA, sound, anything like that on another. I could still be on set then. But that's kind of a big one. Is monetarily, it would be more challenging if I didn't have support. But even with that being said, so I quit my day job at the police department December of 2022. So in 2023, I made a little bit of money. Didn't expect to make any money, but I made a little bit of money. I tripled that amount of money the next year. Mm-hmm. And I'm already ahead halfway through this year of where I was that year. So if you put in the work and you're reliable, you're nice, you know your lines, you hit your marks, you're helpful, and you're professional, people will bring you back and you will start making more money and you will have to do less work to get the roles. About half the projects I've done this year, probably even more than half, are people that I've worked with before who just asked me to do it. I didn't even have to audition, and that's when you don't have to put in, 8 hours of work for a part you didn't get, you can, when literally all the work you have to put in is you did the work before and they call you and say, do you want the role? And a big part of that is being prepared, like I said, and being professional on set. That will help build your career more than anything else I have found. So, that's kind of super important, but also can be one of the challenges, especially for people that, a lot of the people I work with have a full-time job or something, and they can't. I spent the whole day before learning the 14 pages. That person had work and then kids and then, so that can be a real challenge for a lot of people too. Luckily, I have the luxury of more time. So.
Yeah, and not having to audition for so many things. Like the networking piece is so big. I mean, I agree with that. Like you meet people, and the more people that you meet through work, the more people want you to be on their projects because, I think that's great advice for somebody that's kind of wanting to be an actor or be on set at all, really.
Yes.
Be dependable and be available and be that person that everyone wants to work with.
Yes. And the other part of that is my second favorite thing on set is acting. My second favorite thing is when I get somebody else a job on set.
Yeah.
I love recommending people that I've worked with that are reliable, that are fun. I love when I can get them work, and it doesn't matter. Like I've thrown ideas towards makeup people, camera people, other actors, actresses, PAs, anybody that was good to work with. I will keep you in my back pocket and recommend you everywhere I can. Because everybody's success will make everybody else more successful.
Yes, that is such a good point. Like that's what I love about the independent film industry in our area in Oregon, but specifically in Portland, is that everyone wants everyone else to be successful.
Yeah.
And I think that's so true that, we recommend each other. And really we have very few people that are not nice.
Yeah.
And they don't last long because everyone wants everyone to be successful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Let's talk about, so you already said that like your favorite thing is to get someone else a job on set. Is there anything else that you really enjoy doing? I mean, obviously acting is kind of your main love. But if you aren't acting, what is your second favorite thing to do on set?
My second favorite thing to do on set is, it's actually probably being there for a scene partner. Either off camera, just being locked in and given the same performance for them, or prepping beforehand. If I have a scene partner who wants to run lines for scenes that I'm not even in, that's fine. I am happy to help them out any way I can. Tips on, getting into the right headspace or anything, because like I said, I've done it a long time. I have a college degree in acting, which a lot of people don't have. So I've had a lot of exposure to different ways of doing it. I've taken a lot of classes. I did improv professionally in LA for several years. So I kind of have a lot of ideas and ways I can help. And so I love to share that if people ask. Or just, I've done some pretty heavy scenes, especially like in Getting Back in Winters, Nebraska, and just being there after that scene too. Just to be there and sit quietly with somebody can be a huge help. I definitely know it was for me. I mean, I had one scene in Getting Back that I just needed a little time afterwards. And Kat Gerlach, played my wife in it. She sat with me and she's just very kind. And that was very nice. And I try to do the same thing for other people. Whatever's going to help them have the best performance is going to make the movie better. So it's going to make my performance look better too. So it's that whole, rising tide lifts all ships idea.
Yeah. And I imagine, I'm not an actor, but I am married to one. And so I know that it can be very consuming, like trying to get yourself into that headspace of that character, developing that character. It takes a lot of emotional effort that I think a lot of people don't realize.
Yeah.
It's not that you're just in front of the camera reading some lines. It's really putting yourself into that character. Do you have any advice for actors on maybe how to prep for that? I mean, working with other actors, obviously, like if you have somebody like yourself who can help you prepare, but if they don't have that.
Yeah, that's always helpful. But really, some of the best things you can do to prepare for that are to consider, no matter what character you're playing, always treat them like a real human being. What happened in this character's life to bring them to that point where they're doing that thing, making that decision? Whether your character is facing down a dragon, where did that bravery come from? You know, what happened in their life that brought them there? Or your character's assaulting their spouse. What happened in that person's life to bring them there? And if you can find a pathway that fits into reality and you can create a real person, that will connect with the audience, I think, a lot more than just a character or just saying the words the way they said. If you're not feeling what you're saying and you don't understand how that person got to that position, then you're kind of doing a disservice to the audience, because they're there to see real people in a fictional story. They're not there to see fictional people in a fictional story.
Right.
So,
yeah, you want to make them believe that the real deal. Yeah. And so with your feature film that you've written, what's the name of it? The Cowboys?
Dead West.
Dead West. I love that name. That's a great name. What role do you see yourself in with that film? I mean, you've written it.
Yeah.
Will you produce it? Will you direct it? Will you act in it?
Question mark. Yeah. If I could get interest from a producer, I would be perfectly happy directing it. I definitely have a vision for how I think it would look and go. Oddly enough, when I wrote it, I never actually pictured myself being in it, which is a terrible idea for an actor. But as I've gotten more into it, thought about it more, there's a role in it I would like to play. And I think I could play well at this point in my life. And so, yeah, I definitely think acting and directing it would be great. I do not like producing. That is not my cup of tea. I've done it on a couple of shorts, and it is very hard, and it's not where my mindset is. And working with good producers that I have worked with, it's just, they get 10 times as much work done as I do in the same amount of time, because that is what they're good at. But yeah, I mean, if I could get funding for it, I would love to direct it. I'd love to play one of the lead characters in it.
Yeah, producing is tough. It's kind of goes back to that scheduling thing. Like,
yes,
it's one big project that you have to manage, and so yeah, it takes a lot of organization, and all the pressure is kind of on the producer for fundraising and all of that.
Yeah, and you get one that's good. Boy, hang on to them.
Yeah,
work with them anytime you can, because a good producer is a magical thing.
Yeah. So on that note, like, if you if there were no limits, like I always like to ask guests, what's your big dream? If you could do anything, what is your big, beautiful dream in film?
Sure.
If money was no object, time was no object.
I would love to make Dead West with the budget it would need. That would be amazing, because I think it would be a fun film, and it's a film I would like to see. But beyond that, I would love to work with Anthony Hopkins, Kurt Russell, Sam Elliott. All three of those guys are amazing, and I would be thrilled to work with them.
Do you have a list for them in Dead West?
Actually, the role I would play would be great played by any of those guys. Yeah. So, if I was directing and not acting in it, oh yeah, I definitely have one of them play a character in it, which would be amazing. But I mean, I love Westerns. And so doing any kind of Western would be a blast. I've done a couple of short Westerns and I love them. I don't know, that whole genre of film is one of my faves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like we need some good Westerns these days. There haven't been any really good ones. I interviewed Mike Caron, who you are in Strike the Wind, which he is fundraising for now, hoping to make that feature. So that's a really good Western. That one would be fun to see all of you guys in.
Yeah, that one would be great. Mike's a fun guy to work with.
Yeah. So we kind of talked about what's next already. You have a lot coming up, a lot going on. Where can we follow you? Like, where can we keep up with all the things that you're doing?
Sure. Well, Instagram, at Logan Cannon _actors. Facebook, Logan Cannon. IMDb page, you can always hop on there and check things out. Those are kind of the best ways. You can get in touch with me through those. Or if, you run into me and you just want to chat. I'm always happy to talk about a project, whether somebody wants me to be in it or just wants to talk about the project they're excited about. That's fun. I love talking with people about what they're passionate about.
Yeah, me too. I love that.
Great.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's kind of the best ways, Facebook and Instagram right now. And hit me up if you want to talk.
Yeah. Work with Logan on set sometime. Get yourself on set with Logan. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to mention or talk about that we didn't cover?
Well, just enjoying working with everybody in the Portland community. The past couple of years I've worked basically right at the Canadian border all the way down to southeastern Oregon. And I did shoot Brooklyn. I've done stuff in Nebraska, but the Portland area folks I work with the most, and they're great. If you can make it to some of the Portland events, the POV filmmaker events are great. They're really fun. Great networking there. I've gotten several roles from there, and I've gotten a lot of ideas and a lot of encouragement. And so that's a great one. The Portland Stumps screenings are tons of fun. If people haven't gone to those, go to those. It's all local stuff, and it's shorts, and it's fun, and you'll laugh. You'll meet cool people. You'll see some bizarre things.
That sounds fun. Yeah.
Some very well-made, very fun storytelling there. So
Portland style.
Yeah. So I say, get out, do as much of the film community as you can. I sometimes miss events because I'm on set or out of town, but I try and make it to as many of them as I can. And they're a lot of fun. Oh, actually, there's one coming up, Actors Take. My friend Sasha Santiago has been doing those. And he's got a teen workshop coming up that I'm probably going to help him with that. So that'll be fun. So if you have kids, Actors Take, you can find it on, there's posts on the POV filmmaker in Portland film community pages on Facebook. And I'm trying to think of, I think it's actorstake.xyz.
Yeah, I'll pop that in the show notes.
Yeah, so that's a cool thing that's going on. I know a lot of people that have participated in the earlier ones, and they seem to really be enjoying it. And like I said, I'm going to help with the teen one more than likely, unless they're scheduling it.
And there's also adult ones, too.
Yes.
So the teen one is just kind of a one-weekend event, but he has an ongoing adult series as well.
Yeah, and you leave the series with a little footage. You put together a scene, you make a scene start to finish, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that is very cool. And you write it too in the, I should get Sasha on here to talk about.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. You start with nothing and you end with a scene at the end of the Actor's Take, which is pretty cool. So
that's great. So all right. Well, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And best of luck with all the projects.
Yes.
And if people want to support the fundraising for those projects or anything.
Yeah, there's a lot of them going on. Sir Lee of Dudley, that's another one I have going on that's got a fundraising thing. That's Jared Bryant's feature film. He shot down in Eugene. So Not Portland, Oregon.
No, but for Oregon. So, yeah, I want to make my way down to Eugene and interview some of the filmmakers down there because Eugene has a pretty vibrant film group.
Yeah, they're getting bigger and bigger all the time. I've done several things down there.
And it's not that far.
Yeah.
I used to live there myself. Great. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for listening. If you'd like to continue the conversation with Logan Cannon, reach out to him on Instagram or Facebook. To find out more about the many projects he's working on or to support these independent films, check out the links in the show notes. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a moment to leave a 5-star review and share it on your social media. It helps us connect with more indie film lovers. Want to support the podcast by becoming a guest or a sponsor? Reach out at OregonIndieFilm@gmail.com.